Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to go from this to this. So first off, I'm just gonna tie my hair up. Here we go. So the first tattoo I'm going to cover, I'm going to use this product right here. It is called Dermacol. I bought this off Amazon and it is like the absolute most highest coverage foundation I have ever seen. So this is probably the fastest way to do it. So I'm going to put it on this one up here. So most of the time your foundation or concealer is not going to have enough coverage in order to do this. This makeup is an exception. So I'm just going to use the heat of my fingers to blend that in. And you want to do this in layers or it's not going to work. This might not be an exact color match for me, but we will see how it turns out. I'm just gonna let that dry. There's a couple spots I can see that it's not covered. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more on the spots that are still peeking through. And you're just gonna really have to take your time and dab and blend. You don't want to like wipe this in or you're just going to be moving the concealer around and it's not going to cover. Once we have the coverage we want, we are going to take a powder and set that foundation. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation in color 1, which is fair. A fluffy brush and just pat that in and really set it. So there we go. So there's method number 1. So number 2, I am going to use this Saharan palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to take this orange eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of foundation. You can take anything that you have. It doesn't have to be full coverage or anything, but I'm going to put that on the tattoo, not for coverage, but just to get a little bit of something for this to stick to, and we want it applied evenly. And then I am going to take my fingertips, or you can take a sponge if you have a sponge, if you want to use that, and you're just lightly going to tap over top of the dark pigmentation. And so basically what this is doing is color correcting because orange conceals blue and dark tones. So you only want to put the orange on top of the black ink. You're going to take a light hairspray and spray over top of that. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Elnet hairspray and just do a little light spray on that. And then we're going to wait for that to dry. Now that that's dry, I'm going to take a thick concealer, and I like to use my fingertips because the heat of your fingertips warms up the product and helps it go on easier. So you're just lightly going to tap it in. You're not going to wipe it or push it around. So just tap over top, and we're going to have to be patient and do layers. The Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation claims to cover tattoos. So I'm going to do half of this tattoo with that. Okay, so this one is still drying, but I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, and the color I have is really light, which is perfect. And because it has a doe foot applicator, I'm obviously not going to put that on my skin, so I'm just putting a whole bunch on my hand right now. It's called light sand. It looks like this. So I'm just going to take a sponge, dampened sponge, and I am lightly going to go over this, just dabbing. Like I said, you don't want to rub. So, just going to let that dry. And I have really sensitive skin on my neck and my chest, and obviously you can see how red my face gets. So you're going to be able to tell that my chest has no redness, so it's kind of obvious. But that's okay, because if we were going to do this, we would do the face and the body, and so we would blend it in. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Super simple, doesn't take a lot of products, just a little bit of blending and some time. I will see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.